Who did this? Who the freak ate my snack pack?
Good morning and welcome back to the channel. My name is Shadowcast. Today we're going to take the part 2 look into my sketchbook. We are at page 31. So we'll go ahead and jump right into it, and I can give some kind of explanations, but this is more of 2017 stuff. For the most part, there is later years, but most of this is still 2017. So we'll go ahead and get started. The first one is, for page 31, a fairly stylized and poorly drawn horse. So, good start. Next one is a random portrait. I was starting to realize that one of the styles I really enjoy drawing in general is a kind of like the neo-traditional tattoo styles, like very stylized flowers and simple faces and bright colors. Of course, that isn't apparent in this picture, but yeah, bright colors and stuff like that. But this was when I started to realize that maybe this is the style that I need to kind of work on and perfect for myself. So you might see that. I have not gone through this, so this is a journey for all of us. Next one is some stylized unicorns. They're very frog-like, to be honest, now that I'm looking. They're like super frog-like. They're like frogicorns. Unitoads. I don't know. I don't know. A maned. It's not a maned wolf because that's a real wolf, and that's not what it is. But it looks like a cross between a fox and a lion, I guess. It's interesting, right? I have no idea. I don't know what my thought process. Most of this was just like bleary-eyed, delusional drawing because I was so tired. So, yeah. This was an attempt at a self-portrait. And again, I said it in the last video, my problem with a lot of pictures is that I do the details first, and then I work on doing face shapes and larger shapes and stuff, and that's where it throws me off. That, and I realized how asymmetrical my face was, and it really stressed me out, so I put my glasses back on, and I stopped this portrait in its tracks. I guess a dragon head? I don't know. This was a big problem that I had at the beginning of the sketchbook, was that I would waste so much paper. I'd draw one thing, I'd get maybe a quarter of the way through it, maybe not even that, and then I'd stop and I'd turn the page and I'd never think about that page again. And so it's so much wasted space. This is an attempt at drawing, and I don't remember her name. One of the actresses for the girl with the dragon tattoo. I don't remember if it was the Swedish version, which I think it was. Yeah, and I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it, but Numi Rapace. I'm sure I mispronounced it, but that was my attempt at drawing her. I loved her face. Numi Rapace, that's who I drew. I was watching those movies and being horrified and deeply interested for the longest time, so that was my attempt at her. Her lips and eyes look pretty great. Even the nose kind of looks like pretty great, but you can clearly see where I started to fail with the ear and the hair. So, you know, gory ram's head. I am the edgiest of edgelords, so there is a lot of, well, I did a lot of, Googling of satanic imagery, because why not? I was raised Catholic, so, might as well. So, yeah. Gory ram's head. Random stylized portrait that didn't get very far. I should work on this some more. Like, her eyes are lopsided, but this is not bad, to work on. This is Thicc. You've seen my drawing, my digital coloring of him, that turned out fairly decent. I really am happy with it. This was done in September of 2017. And, my timing was very, I was not doing as much as often. I was in my, most depressive slump state, so this was something that I had actually finished and I was happy with, but that was like the last thing that I did for 2017 that I completed. So this was also in 2017. It was done shortly after I finished Kate. I was like, well, maybe I've still got my mojo, and I can still kind of ride that high of being able to finish something. And then clearly I was not able to. I got this far, I shut my sketchbook, and then didn't open it up until 2018, which is when I worked on this. I did this on stream. I was really happy with it. I'm seeing some mistakes now, looking back at it, but overall, it's not too bad for taking almost a year off. Not too bad. So, let's see. I did this one for a friend. He wanted the USMC logo kind of redesigned, so I gave it in my neo-traditional, really stylistic format, and I'm really happy with this. I need to put this in digital and actually complete the wings and color it in, but overall, really happy with this one. This was done for my fiance loading dad mode. He wanted a Genji and Hanzo dragons fighting, so I did this. I destroyed my blue and green pencils for it, so my Prismacolors have screamed at me for years since, but that was done for him, and I really like the way this one turned out. This was also in 2018. This was when I was streaming, but I was doing a lot of drawing streams because I needed the relaxation. I needed some kind of reprieve. This was actually done in April of 2018. So this was after Zero had moved in with me, or Loading Dad Mode had moved in with me. So this was like a late night stream where I did Snapping Turtle. This was me working on kind of a chibi character of Loading Dad Mode's Destiny 1 Warlock. I attempted coloring it, but I was coloring it digitally with a mouse, and so it didn't end up being great. I'm going to recolor it and redo this because I want this to work. It was really good. I had a really good idea for it, so. This one was for a random stream. It was done April 13th of 2018. It was just a random stream. I did a snake and skull and spider stuff, so, random stuff. This was that same stream. My hands were getting really shaky, so I just took advantage of it and drew a tree with really shaky lines and designs because I couldn't keep my hands still, so yeah. This was April 17th of 2018. Another portrait that I just did some coloring of the flowers and stuff, or ribbons, or whatever. I like the way this one turned out a lot. It's very stylized and turned out really good. So this was April 17th, 2018. I don't know if I did these on... I know I did this one on stream, so I must have done the other one on stream. This one has... aged fairly well. There's some issues with it that I'm seeing, but overall I really like the way this turned out. It's, again, going back to like that tattoo design, really bright, vivid colors and stylized, very cartoony almost features, so it looked good. This was I was attempting to redesign a tarot card pack with Pokemon. I realized that maybe I wasn't the greatest at drawing Pokemon. I do need to repractice this because I like the idea that I had for it, so I kind of want to make another attempt at it, but actually put some effort and sketch prior to just throwing ink and pencil on paper. So, Pikachu looks bad. This was a Monster Hunter monster, and I don't remember... Brachydios, I don't know. I didn't play Monster Hunter, so I have no idea what I was doing or what I was drawing, but that's apparently a Brachydios or something. It doesn't look great at all. These were just some random sketches. I really like drawing like this neo-traditional style flowers with very swoopy petals and vague shapes and stuff. And then this was a little sleepy dragon. So sleepy. This was on stream. I did not complete it. I fought with the feet for so long that I was like, I need to move on before I get mad and just never pick up my pencil again. So that's what I did, and I haven't touched it since. I may revisit it at some point this year, though. So, all right, this one was done on stream. This one came out so good. This is the Golden Gun Gunslinger from Destiny 2. That's the artwork for it. I'm not the greatest at drawing people, but I love drawing helmets and armor. So this was kind of a meld between the two. I didn't have to draw a face. I had just to do really a vague look of a helmet and then, you know, the body. So in my opinion, it came out pretty good. I'm really happy with it. There's some things that I wish I could have done better, but overall, I think it, you know, it looks pretty good. And I'm pretty happy with it overall. So I have no complaints about it. This was an attempt at this was Loading Dad Mode's original logo design, or Zero. Cool as he went by, I did this for him. That was done in May 28th of 2018. It's lopsided. It's not very, it's lopsided, but I liked it. He used it for quite a while before I did another redesign for him, because despite what he says, he changes his logo just as often as I change mine. So. This was me attempting another logo design, sticking with the cat, but doing it more in my style. Cats are really hard to draw. I don't understand why they're so hard to draw, but it didn't get very far with it, so. More logo designs, kind of, you know, wanted to stick with the cat. That looks like the Studio Ghibli or whatever cat, but stick with the cat and then throw like Saturn's rings or Saturn behind it or around it or whatever. So it was an attempt. This was I don't know if I did this one on stream or not. I think I did, but this isn't even, which bothers me. But this was a piece that I did. I really just wanted to do a drawing with snapdragons in it, and so I put some snapdragons. Have always been my favorite flower. I threw some in it, and then I was like, well, cracked Fallout power helmet would be kind of cool too, so we'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, so that's a good page to wrap up on. That I think that's been 30 pages, something like that. That's part 2 for the sketchbook tour. We should have another part coming up fairly quickly, because I've already hit like page 100 and something, so hopefully we'll have another part or 2 very quickly. Let's see. Oh yeah. Once again, I just wanted to remind you that if you are interested in possibly becoming a patron, my Patreon link is in the description down below. There are quite a few rewards that I think make it worthwhile if you want to check those out. You can also join my Discord and follow me on Twitter. All the links to that is also in the description down below. I am still working towards putting some sticker packs together. I want to make sure that I have sticker packs with a theme to kind of follow and have a few options available for you. So once those become live, I will post on Twitter. So if you follow me on there, you'll get all the updates for all of my future endeavors and all of the content that I have available, and, you know, random snippets of my real life. But yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you click that bell, you should get notifications for when I post more content. But that's it for me today, so I'll catch you later. Bye-bye!
Who did this? Who the freak ate my snack pack? No.